Good morning and welcome to a new vlog. I just woke up and I'm very hungry, so we're gonna make breakfast. I'm gonna boil some eggs and then I'm gonna make a yogurt bowl. Use this fig marmalade. I love a soft boiled egg. I like boiling mine for 5 to 6 minutes and I've just recovered from the egg ick, so let's boil some eggs. So obsessed with these green sour plums. They're so delicious. I know a lot of people like to dip them in salt. I just prefer them like this. To match the green plums, I chose this little cloth. I'm gonna make my yogurt bowl in this beautiful, beautiful bowl. Guys, this fig marmalade reminds me so much of my grandma. It's her recipe. I'm very excited for today. We're gonna have a pretty nice calm day. We're gonna go shopping. I really need to find a new pair of sunglasses and I'm traveling to Italy, so I really want a new pair, so we're gonna be on the lookout for that. Perfect running yoke. I'm about to get dressed. I just needed to show you this top that I'm gonna wear. It's so flattering. With like a pair of black shorts would be really nice. I'll link it in my shop my. so yummy. There's turkey bacon, chicken, and arugula. Cheers. Good morning. Here's a little haul for you from yesterday. So first and foremost, I got this olive oil. Also got this olive oil. I've only tried their white truffle olive oil before, so I got a restock, but this one is black truffle. I'm really excited to try it. And then I got a restock of this jam. I love this jam. It's so yummy. And then focaccia. I also got a pair of sunglasses. I am obsessed. They look really good. I've been in need of a new pair. Now I'm going to show you how to make my favorite mushroom ravioli. It's actually pretty simple. Just takes a little bit of time and dedication, but it's so delicious. What you'll need for the pasta dough is flour, 1.5 cups, 2 eggs, about 2 tablespoons of water, some salt. And that's basically it. Okay, and you make a little well in the middle. Probably make a little bit more. Eggs. That's 1, 2. Your salt. And you just start mixing in the middle and slowly working your way out. And at this stage, you can start to use your hands. I like to take the flour on my hands first. Work with our hands until we get a firm dough. And we need for about 10 to 20 minutes. I can already tell I need my water. I'm gonna add more, especially since I added a little bit more flour than I should have. I promise you, when you've made all of the ravioli and they're gone, you're gonna be mad at yourself for not making more because it's so delicious. Okay, I've been kneading this dough for 10 minutes and now it should bounce back, which it kind of doesn't, so I need to continue kneading. Now that the indent bounces back quicker, it's done. So we're gonna wrap it up in plastic and then we let it sit for about an hour, or you can place this in the fridge and wait until the evening. So for our ravioli filling, you'll need mushrooms. It can be mushrooms of any kind. I have about 12 regular sized ones. Now that I've rinsed my mushrooms, I'm just gonna pat them dry. And now we're gonna finely chop them. And I prefer doing a couple at a time. I love the smell of forests, and this literally smells like the forest. You want to save 1/2 cup of these, a little more, for our sauce that we're gonna make later. So that's about 1/2 cup. And just to keep everything clean and not overwhelm your chopping board, transfer it into a bowl. And just continue until you have all of your mushrooms finely chopped. If I was in a hurry, I would definitely put this into a blender and just pulsate it a couple of times until it's finely chopped, and a little bit at a time so you don't form a paste. But I kind of find this very therapeutic right now. Then you'll need 3 scallops. The way I like to peel these is just by cutting them in the middle, like so. That way the peel just comes off so easily. You can also pulsate the shallots in a blender as well. Trying not to cry. That's difficult. Perfect. Now our shallots are finely chopped. Also need garlic. I'm gonna use 3 small ones. And they're just gonna be in here until they get a nice brown color. Perfect. And now we remove it from the heat. Now that they're transparent like this and gotten a little bit of color, you add some balsamic vinegar or white wine. About that much. Was about a tablespoon. And you just let it evaporate. You just want that sort of acidity that comes through. Now that you can't smell the balsamic vinegar, you add in your mushrooms again. Put back in there. Add the minced garlic. I have frozen basil, so that will have to do. And some thyme if you have that. And then you just mix this around, add salt and pepper. Remove from the heat and let it cool down. Now we're just gonna grate our Parmesan cheese. I have this very convenient bowl. So this is about, let's see, half a cup, I'm guessing. A bit more than half a cup, but half a cup also works. Now you want about 170 grams of ricotta, our mushroom mixture, and our Parmesan. Add a tiny splash of whipped cream. I need a little quick energy boost before I continue. There's something about sea salt in your coffees. If you haven't tried it yet, you have to get on that. Anyways, my dad has been asking me to make a healthier apple pie, so we're gonna make it. I have 7 small apples, and I'm just gonna start by peeling them. I've already preheated my oven. And now we chop the apples into a bowl. Half a cup sugar. I'm using coconut sugar, and I'm honestly measuring with my heart, but I know I've done this many times before, and it's apple pie is kind of like foolproof, so you don't have to be scared. A tablespoon of brown sugar as well. A tablespoon of good quality cinnamon. This one's Ceylon cinnamon. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now you just mix this up. You heat up 175 grams of butter, half a cup coconut sugar, half a cup brown sugar, 1.5 cups of oats. I'm gonna add 3/4 cups of spelt flour, a good pinch of salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder. That's what it looks like. It just took honestly less than 1 minute to come together like this. And now we just put our apples here and top it off with this crumble. Place this into the oven for about 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna make a quick salad. I have some arugula and spinach. I'm also gonna add a couple of strawberries to the salad for a summery touch. Now for the dressing, I have some Dijon in this jar, and I'm gonna mix the dressing in this olive oil and some balsamic vinegar, lemon juice. I'm also gonna make a side dish, which will be bruschetta. I made some ciabatta the other day. I'm just gonna cut them in half and toast them with some olive oil. Adding a little bit of garlic salt on top. For our bruschetta, you just chop up some cherry tomatoes with some garlic, balsamico, salt, pepper. It's really simple. And of course, olive oil. Roughly chop some almonds. We're gonna toast these with some butter. Okay, now we're gonna divide our pasta dough into 3 equal sized pieces. A little bit of flour. Keep the 2 other pieces covered so that they don't dry. If you have a pasta machine, feel free to use that. Once you can see your fingers through the pasta like this, it's thin enough. And now we just add a tablespoon of filling. Push on a little bit of water on the edges. Flip it over. And try to take out as much air as possible. Perfect. Okay, it's almost dinner time. I'm preheating all of the food. I thought I would prepare the mocktails. Tonic water. Now I'm gonna mix these 2. One is with lemon and peach, and the other is with strawberry, rhubarb, and lemon. What a pretty color. I'm gonna decorate with some mint leaves. And some lemon slices. I'm gonna take everything outside now. Of course, I'll show you, but I thought I would say bye here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.